All right, so what I figured I'd do is I'd go ahead and run in on this newest Tom Leroy video. You can see it middle screen right here. And I figured what I'd do is
Sinisterism.
I'd come into this cold. So I haven't seen this before. And I'm being 100%. You'll be able to tell the difference if I had seen it before. It's Lucifer. You make a video. Yeah, man, I just gotta comment on this shit. Let's go. Let's have some fun, man. This is my favorite dude, so it's like, come on. Well, not too favorite, but whatever. Are we gonna go?
Is about finding the primal aspects of the left-hand path, primal in history, primal in the psyche, thus obtaining truth. Thomas Leroy.
Yeah, subscribe to that motherfucker, man. He is the guy on the left-hand path right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Ain't nobody his equal.
Greetings, my friends, and welcome back to your dose of
Like I said, this is a cold view. I haven't seen this shit before.
But for those new to the channel, I'm Thomas Leroy, founder of the International Left-Hand Path organization, the Sect of the Horn God. The sect is an educational foundation created to not only make those with the black flame aware of its glow, but to also restore the shadow aspects to the ancient gods by going deep into the past, not only historically, but also psychologically. For the primordial depths of the psyche are limitless. So, if this sounds interesting, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to learn more, join the organization, the Sect of the Horn God, at the link down below. Thank you.
It's Biden's America, man. Nobody got money, motherfucker. Fucking with you, man.
The philosophy of sinisterism,
like I said, this is a cold view. I haven't seen this before.
Philosophical traditions that all emphasize the pursuit of personal power in defiance of religious and/or spiritual orthodoxy. And Lucifer's association with sinisterism begins with his...
I actually don't necessarily agree with that, but I'm not going to try to get into an argument about it right now. But, like, orthodoxy is a thing in and of itself. I mean, okay. That's not a bone I want to pick with you, man.
Symbolic role as he who defied divine authority. As the light bringer, he symbolizes sinister illumination and the pursuit of knowledge, even though it led to his fall.
All right, let me say this. And see, Tom understands this, and this is why this is not, I'm not picking bones, but that story is not entirely what that story was about, if you're talking about Isaiah. What's interesting about that is that it's connected to the Prometheus myth, and I'm sure you're going to get into this shit. Let me just let it go. Like I said, I'm coming into this shit cold. I'm coming in blind. But I love everything Tom does. Tom is the fucking man. But to be honest with you, man, Lucifer was, okay, it was the brightest thing in the heaven that was not named the sun or the moon. So there we go. All right.
Thus, his identity resonates deeply with the principles of the left-hand path, which values individualism and personal freedom over submission to external authorities. Hence, Lucifer's rebellion is not viewed as a fall from grace, but as a courageous act of defiance and a quest for enlightenment. The Lightbringer is a model for questioning established dogmas, challenging oppressive systems, and seeking one's truth, even at great personal cost. But just as Lucifer faced the consequences of his rebellion, followers of the path need to realize that their pursuit of power and autonomy comes with risk and challenges. It is because the path is not for the faint of heart, for it requires a willingness to confront one's own limitations and fears. In embracing Lucifer, Sinistrous transcend conventional boundaries to forge an independent spiritual...
Hey, bro, just for a second. I think you're a little bit overselling. Go ahead.
...philosophy. A journey marked by a commitment to self-discovery, personal responsibility, and the courage to defy oppressive forces.
Yeah, that used to be called being a human fucking being, bro.
Lucifer's enduring appeal in this context
I'm a fan of man.
Speaks to the universal human desire for freedom, knowledge, and the power to shape one's destiny. But he's not the only one to defy divine tyrannical authority. There are others.
Free will is an illusion, my brother. This is funny because I haven't heard him say it yet. Like I said, I'm coming into this blind. Me and Diane Vera got into a huge argument about the pronunciation of what you're talking about. She would say Azazel. And I said, no, it's Azazel. Let's see how he says it.
Like Lucifer, Azazel is associated with rebellion.
Boom! I called it.
Knowledge in the...
No, I'm coming in cold to this video, man. But I called it. He got it right. Diane Vera got it wrong.
theme of defiance against divine authority. While Lucifer is primarily recognized in Christian theology as the fallen angel, Azazel appears in Judaic traditions, particularly in the context of the Hebrew Bible and later Jewish demonology. In Christian traditions, Lucifer is depicted as a proud and ambitious angel who rebels against Yahweh and is cast out of heaven, which leads to his
Let me tell you this, and when I tell you this, you're gonna laugh your ass off. Well, you won't. Think of a lightning bolt, but it goes the other way.
Transformation into the embodiment of evil. Yet, despite this negative portrayal, Lucifer retains his association with enlightenment and the pursuit of knowledge.
I haven't watched this video
Azazel,
before.
though, is a more perplexing figure.
I'm coming in fucking cold.
For example, according to the Hebrew Bible, Azazel is associated with Yom Kippur, the Day of Atonement. In this ritual, one goat is sacrificed to God, while another, known as the scapegoat, is sent into the wilderness to Azazel, symbolically carrying away the sins of the people. This ritual underscores Azazel's role in bearing the burden of sin and evil. And later, Jewish demon...
That's what's funny is because I had this girl at my job, she put the Reiki on me. She's like, you gotta let me put the Reiki on you. She fucking rubbing my head and shit like that, and she said, you gotta drink a lot of water. And you know what I said? I get my water through beer. No, seriously, that's what I said.
As in the book of Enoch, Azazel is depicted as one of the leaders of the Watchers, a group of angels who descended to earth
the
where they
Grigory,
fucked
or the
women
Nephilim,
and
or whatever.
produced the Nephilim.
Yeah. Nephilim.
Azazel, in particular, is credited with teaching humanity forbidden knowledge, such as the art of warfare and other skills
with Tom Leroy,
considered
after all.
corrupting influences. As a result, he's portrayed as a corrupter of humanity and is ultimately punished by Yahweh for his defiance. Where Lucifer is cast out of heaven and condemned to eternal...
Thank the Lord Jesus Christ, this motherfucker didn't say Jehovah. If he said Jehovah, I'm disowning this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Eternal damnation, Azazel is bound and cast into the abyss, awaiting final judgment.
You got one right and one wrong. That's okay.
Their punishments reflect the gravity of their transgressions and the consequences of challenging divine authority.
All right, look, man, this is a sidebar, but okay, so when you read the first part of Genesis, it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The word for heaven is shamayim, which is a dual noun in Hebrew. That means you have to pronounce the I as a hard vowel. Nephilim is the same way.
Both figures serve as symbols of rebellion and the complexity of knowledge.
You're still solid, bro.
Where Lucifer represents the dual nature of enlightenment, which can lead to both.
Exactly. The dual heavens. Meaning there are two heavens. Which ones are those? You see, when you start getting into it, you start getting into it. And see, Tom's a guy that can understand this type of shit. Most people can't.
Empowerment and downfall. Azazel embodies the dangers of forbidden knowledge and the moral corruption it can bring. From a right-hand path perspective, both figures serve as a cautionary tale against the dangers of pride, ambition, and the misuse of knowledge. But from the view of the left-hand path,
I think one of them
they symbolize the drive for understanding and the risk inherent in seeking to transcend one's limitations.
They just tell you what content got blocked. They don't tell you who did it.
Lucifer and Azazel share significant similarities as rebellious figures who impart forbidden knowledge and face severe punishment for their defiance. Their connections underscore themes of rebellion, enlightenment, and the consequences of challenging Yahweh's tyrannical ways.
I think if you're going to do Azazel, I think you should do like a Book of Enoch dissection. Because like, that's where that mainly comes from.
But in the realms of comparative mythology, there's still another who defied divine authority to bring sacred knowledge to humankind.
Prometheus.
He is Prometheus.
Exactly. 1000%, dude. See, this is what I'm saying. Tom knows what's up, man. Tom ain't no bullshitter, man. As soon as I called
Even though they're from vastly different mythological and religious traditions, Lucifer and Prometheus share striking similarities that have intrigued scholars for centuries.
Oh, they close,
for they're both associated with the idea of bringing light or knowledge to humanity.
Now look. Let me say this, man. You should delve in, and I think that oh Lord Jesus Christ. This is gay. That more should be said about the connection of all of this to the solar mythos. Maybe you'll get into it. I don't know. Like I said, I came in blind. But maybe you'll get into, the connection to the solar mythos. I don't know.
In his original context as a Latin term referring to the morning star, a light bringer, Prometheus, the Titan from Greek mythology, is known for defying the gods by bringing fire to humanity.
Bringing the sun down. Exactly.
This association with light ties the two to the concept of enlightenment and knowledge. But even with Lucifer's negative portrayal within Christian mythology, the association with light persists,
the discovery of fire,
suggesting a role in bringing awareness or knowledge through rebellion. According to Greek mythology, Prometheus stole fire from the gods and gave it to humans, enabling progress and civilization.
Not to men.
Fire symbolizes not only physical warmth and survival, but also intellectual illumination. Prometheus
replenishment, rebirth, etc.
is active giving fire to humanity is seen as a fundamental moment in human development, representing the gift and knowledge and the potential for human growth and achievement.
Exactly.
Zeus had intended to keep the power of fire and, by extension, the potential
Zeus
of human
had the power of
advancement
lightning.
away from mortals.
Lightning creates
Prometheus'
fire.
act is thus a
Bro,
profound
slow down. Lightning creates fire.
challenge to Zeus's authority, a statement of support
You're
for
close.
human potential
You're there.
and
I mean, you're
autonomy
like
directly
99% there, but
opposed
still.
to Zeus's will. Prometheus faced dire consequences for his actions, though.
Yeah, torn apart by vultures, right?
Zeus punished him by having him bound to a rock where an eagle eternally ate his liver,
Oh, eagle.
which
I thought it was
regenerated
vultures.
every
My bad.
night,
Like I said, this is
ensuring
my first time.
perpetual suffering.
I didn't Google it.
This
I
gruesome
always thought it was
punishment
vultures.
underscores the
'Cause
severity
eagles don't
in which
normally
the
eat
gods
like
respond
that,
to
but whatever.
defiance and the high price of challenging divine authority.
Yeah, exactly.
Prometheus'
Don't do
suffering,
it.
however, also highlights his
Or do it.
enduring commitment to humanity
Make
as
up
he
your mind.
endures
Pick your path.
torment for the sake of human progress. The stories of both Lucifer and Prometheus have been interpreted in various ways throughout history, often reflecting the cultural and philosophical context in which they were considered. For example, to us, on the left-hand path, Lucifer is a hero.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on Tezcatlipoca, the Aztec. They called him a shining mirror. Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on him. I think he's one of the most apt designations of the master, but that's just me. I don't know where you stand on that. You might not be, comfortable talking about Aztec mythology, but yeah, he was the main enemy of Quetzalcoatl, who was the feathered serpent. So yeah, I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that, because, man, Tom, you got some really good ideas.
Who defied tyrannical authority. And Prometheus, too, can be seen as a hero, a symbol of human striving in the quest for knowledge. His defiance of Zeus can be interpreted as a metaphor for the human condition,
Exactly.
characterized by a perpetual struggle against oppressive forces and the pursuit of enlightenment
I wouldn't go
despite the
that far,
cost.
but yeah.
Both figures, to
Not
us,
really, but whatever.
symbolize the complex relationship between the individual and the idea of the divine, embodying themes of knowledge, resistance, and the high cost of challenging the status quo.
On that, I agree.
But since we know Prometheus brought us the light of fire, what light did Lucifer gift us with?
Something different, but let me tell you something about every fire that ever existed. It burns out. Well, you're talking about something internal at this point.
The concept of the black flame is central
that wasn't
to the
my
left-hand
AI.
path, symbolizing
I'll make a
inner
better one,
strength,
watch.
self-realization,
one.
and the pursuit of personal
And I'm
power.
gonna put it up.
And Lucifer is often associated with this concept, representing enlightenment through individual effort and the defiance of oppressive structures.
Man, you need to check
Unlike
out
the external
Buddhism,
light
bro.
of
You need to
conventional
really
religious
check out
illumination, the black flame is an internal fire
I think you're
symbolizing
missing
hidden
something.
knowledge, self-mastery, and the pursuit
I know
of
you're
one's
mostly
true will.
Indo-European, Celtic,
In the
whatever.
context of
But man, you
Luciferianism
need
and
to
related
check out some
traditions,
Buddhism,
it
bro.
signifies the individual's journey
You'll be
toward
surprised.
self-deification and the cultivation of personal power. It is a symbol of rebellion against eternal authority, the embrace of one's inner potential, in the relentless quest for knowledge and
It's an
self-improvement.
understanding that all laws are laws. And then a question of what a law is. What is a law?
From a historical perspective, the association between
dealt
Lucifer
with
and
that
the
in,
black flame has evolved over
Yeah,
time.
whatever.
Even though he's been vilified through most of the Christian era, during the Renaissance and the later
Both of the
Enlightenment,
two first books
Lucifer
of
began to be viewed by some thinkers and
Symbolized by
writers
the
as
throne.
a symbol of intellectual freedom. This interpretation laid the groundwork for the modern esoteric traditions that would embrace Lucifer as a figure of personal empowerment. In the 19th and 20th centuries, the rise of modern occultism and organizations such as the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn and the Theosophical Society
Both
further
bullshit.
solidified the association
Both
of Lucifer
bullshit.
with the pursuit of hidden knowledge and inner enlightenment.
Well, they didn't start that,
Occultists
but
of the
whatever.
20th century would embrace Luciferian themes, with the black flame becoming a central concept in these traditions, symbolizing the divine.
Hold on, Tom. And see, the thing is, he's probably going to say, like I said, I'm coming in blind to this. I'm coming in cold. But if he calls them both bullshitters, 100%. They didn't understand the terms. That's why Blavatsky got fucking Buddhism wrong. And she got the fucking, non-dualism wrong. Even fucking Grant. His shit was a lot better than Blavatsky's, but still, he still got it wrong. But he was close. Let me put it that way. Grant was close. I'll just say that.
Inner spark that individuals must nurture and develop. In Levaine's Satanism, for example, the black flame represents the individual's unique consciousness
What are you doing? Hold on.
and potential for
Hold
self-realization.
on. That nigger had out, it looked like that was a cutout of the Satanic Bible. It didn't even look like it had any pages in it. If that was a rib, that was a good rib, man. You basically saying the shit had no pages in it because it was full of fucking shit. I'm gonna do a
The
better
black
AI
flame
than this shit,
carries
man.
profound philosophical
Trust me.
implications for those who are illuminated by its ebony glow. And Lucifer's role as the bringer of the black flame encourages individuals to challenge societal norms.
No. I don't see Lucifer as a ginger hiding his face. I think that's somebody else, but we don't need to get into who that fucking motherfucker is.
Embrace their inner potential and strive for personal
Didn't
transformation
the
on
tag
this
on it
path
is
of
Lucifer. No, that
self-mastery.
ain't him. Lucifer doesn't hide his face. He shows it. Just saying. Oh, here we done. We
In
done.
conclusion,
Oh wait,
my
hey.
friends, Lucifer, Azazel, and Prometheus convey powerful themes of individualism, self-discovery,
some more
and
than
the
others.
relentless pursuit of personal growth for those of us on the left-hand path.
100% agree.
And by illuminating the path with the light of the black flame,
good
we're
video, Tom.
encouraged to
never
challenge
disappoint
external
me.
authorities and seek our own truth while embarking on this
There is no
journey
such thing as
to
your own truth.
self-mastery.
There's
But
only your
whatever you do,
relation to
though,
the actual truth.
don't let that flame go out.
Exactly.